Alright guys, so before this episode begins, there is actually something I would like to take care of. And it involves going into the Great March, which we haven't actually done yet. I was meant to have a whole episode dedicated towards it, but in all honesty, there isn't much interesting in there. I don't really plan to catch anything from my team in here. The only thing you really need to come in here for is to talk to this guy and grab the hidden machine for defog. So there you go. I'm going to run around for a little bit. If I find anything interesting, I'll show it on camera, but I doubt I'll find anything. So let's just run around for a little bit. Yep, you can get Golducks in here, and so if you had a Psyduck earlier in the game, or you couldn't be bothered to train a Psyduck till it got to level 33 and evolved into Golduck, now's your chance to catch one. I'm not going to catch this though, because I don't want it for my team. If you come over here, you can find a Pokeball. Yeah, I'm sure you're getting that at this point in the game. I'm sure you're so glad that we get Pokeballs at this point in the game. Here's an interesting Pokemon, Wooper. I think we've been over this already, but it's actually Water Ground type, which means its only weakness is Grass Pokemon. It's actually a really good Pokemon when it's a Wooper and or a Quagsire. And amazingly, just like Golduck and Psyduck, you can actually find its evolved form in here, and its pre-evolved form in here. So, if you do want to catch a Wooper, you might as well just catch a Quagsire and use that, because it will already be fully evolved. Speaking of Quagsire, here's one. Now, I don't plan to use Quagsire for my team because I already have a ground type with Golem. So, my OCD won't let me have this Quagsire. There's a Great Ball here, so you can get a Pokeball and a Great Ball. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, and this item right here is a Super Repel, so I'm quite glad we got that. And this item is a Potion. Yay! Now, there are two good Pokemon that can be found in here. Those Pokemon are not Marill, but those Pokemon are actually Skorupi and Krogunk. I can't remember if I've gone over this already because it's been so long since I've played, but Krogunk and Skorupi are both really good poison types. The only downside to Krogunk is that it's 4 times weak to Psychic. And with a Psychic Elite 4 member, spoilers! With a Psychic Elite 4 it won't be much useful. It won't be even very useful, plus with a Steel type gym leader coming up, neither of them are really going to be that useful, so if you want to use them, go ahead, but it might be a little bit of a challenge. And you can also get Bibarel in here. Even though we've seen Bibarel earlier. There's an antidote there, so you can grab that. And I think that's it for items. I think with all of this, we're gonna leave, because there's not really much else we can do here, so yeah, that's a great March, guys, and I will see you guys when the episode begins. Let's get on with the episode. Here we go. What's going on, guys? Shining EV123 back again, finally with some more Pokemon Pearl. Well, I say finally when I'm recording this because I haven't actually uploaded the episodes that I recorded the other day. But, you know, when I upload these, it will seem like it's been a couple of weeks since I've played. So, that's the reason I'm saying it. In the last episode, we explored some more of that rainy route. I think it was Route 212, if I remember correctly. And we also encountered another galactic run. In this episode, we are going to progress forward in the game, but before we do, I took a little time at the beginning, before I began this episode, to go to the Great Marsh and pick up Defog. Now you don't have to do this, but it just makes the game a lot easier. Like, it makes this point of the game a lot easier. So make sure, if you do want an easy time with this, pick up default. But like I just said, it isn't essential to beat the game. You can beat the game without it. It just makes the process of beating the game a whole lot easier. So with that, let's head up north to where the Psyducks are. Now, if you remember in the last episode, we got the secret potion from Cynthia, and now that we've got that, we can finally clear these Psyducks out of the way. And once they're clear, we can go through this route finally. But guess who's going to show up again? It's Cynthia. Now, I do believe we see Cynthia quite a bit at this point in the game after the 4th gym badge. Because, you know, this is just part of storyline. I don't know why. I mean, I don't see why she can't just deliver this old charm herself. But, you know, we're the main characters, so we have to do everything for everybody. And with that, let's progress on in the route by grabbing this super repel. Speaking of repels, I better spray one real quick. Right, there we go. Now, if you look, I don't know if you can see very clearly on the screen, but around this area there are some hidden trainers, and I'm going to try and find them all. There's one. There are actually 3 of them, so if you can find all 3, it shouldn't be too difficult. But they call themselves the Ninja Trio. Alright, once again, Golem is dominating. So let's battle this next trainer. At least now when Rocky faces Geodudes, it doesn't struggle as much against him as it did when we were facing Rock's Geodude. A Hyper... Ooh, that's good, a Hyper Potion. Even though we don't need it, because none of our Pokemon have more than 200 HP, but... Oh well, we'll take it anyway, it's a free Hyper Potion. This is the last of the Ninja Trio, depending on what order you face them in anyway. And Geodude still isn't up to level 33. That's a real shame. But over here, there is an Ultra Ball, which is better than a Great Ball, then I'll happily take it. Just quickly spray another repel there, and now head in up here. This is where we need defog, as you can tell. So, in order to use that, you need to go into the Pokemon you taught it to. This is why I've had Staravia on my team for the past few videos. For this point, to use defog. And hopefully this trainer here will be enough to get Geodude to level 33 and learn Earthquake. Because I'm tired of Magnitude being weak, so than Earthquake would be.
So many times I heard you swearing that we through. As many times you have come crawling. 'Cause no one else can ease your pain the way I do. We'll drown our sorrow to this endless sea. Together we'll unchain the rain. Escape the light into a sanctuary. There in my arms you'll be free. We'll drown our sorrow to this endless sea. Together we'll unchain the rain. And share our secret nighttime fantasy. Together in forever sleep.
Alright, and finally Geodude. I keep calling it Geodude. This is really annoying because we had Geodude for the longest time, but no, I'm just going to call you Rocky. Rocky is finally level 33 and then Earthquake. That's so good because on so many levels because he is just a boss at what he does. I mean, Magnitude was good, but Earthquake is more consistent with its damage. I mean, look, it does a consistent 200. Self-destruct has 200. So, you know, that's that. So I'm going to put Monferno up front, because it is my starter, but it's my weakest Pokemon. So, we need to get Monferno up some levels. Oh, I thought there was a trainer over there, but she's over here, so we'll ignore that and just do this battle. Alright, Monferno is up a level. Now, I remember what these two have, unfortunately for me. So, Monferno won't be in this battle, but the good thing is, Drifblim and Gyarados will be, and this is a double battle you have to do, so let's just get on with it. I'm hoping to do as much of this route as I can in this episode, but if I have to cut it short, I will. Drifblim unfortunately did have a bad time in that fight, but luckily I have loads of healing items ready, so let's get some Moo Moo milk. Actually, no, I'll use this max potion. Just because I don't really see myself using it at any other point. And then I'll use a super potion on Zuko here. Because Zuko needs to get up some levels. Now, I know I could evolve Clefairy at any point, but I want to wait out a little bit because we had Cleffa for the longest time, so I think the longer we wait for Clefable, the more godly it's going to be. So let's get to it. I love this, I really do. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple more battles and then I'll end the episode off. So, we'll come over here, avoiding that trainer, because we don't have to actually battle that trainer. And over here, there's a good TM30 Shadow Ball. Now, I'm contemplating whether to teach this to Drifblim or not. I still haven't decided, because honestly, I've forgotten if Drifblim learns it through level up. I'll have to look it up off screen, but that will determine, if I teach it or not. And over here, actually, is another trainer, so I'm going to battle them. Yeah, I keep trying to adjust my screen, and for that I'm sorry, but, sometimes I just can't make up my mind. Okay, and I think one more battle should do it for this episode. Now that Monferno's caught up to the rest of the team, I don't have to use him as much. I'm going to put Cloud up front, just because Cloud, hasn't been, apart from that one double battle where she almost got completely destroyed, she hasn't seen a lot of action recently. So let's get her involved, shall we? Alright, that battle was really quick, but you know what, I'm going to end the episode off here, because we've been going for a little while now, so thanks so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me if you're watching this when I upload it, because I've been horrible with uploads, and there's really no reason for it. It's just me being lazy. So I sincerely apologize for that, but hopefully I'll be more consistent with the uploads. You know, put more uploads up during the week, or during a regular week. So thank you guys once again for watching and bearing with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Shining Eevee 123, over and out.